Welcome to Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Joey Senna, joined alongside Jacob Kronberg. We have another matchup for you between the Palm Springs Chill and the Alberta Grizzly. The Grizzly are 1-1 heading into the season, and the Chill coming in at 1-1 at 500 early on in this season.
Yeah, it's our first look at the stadium, Joey, of the Alberta Grizzly. We saw the Chill on opening day. But the first time we're going to get a look at the Grizz.
We have Tamaki Shirei at the plate, batting for the Grizzly to open things up. And pitching for the Chill, we have Shi Hao Tung out of Taiwan. He's 21 years old, 187 pounds, coming in at 6 foot even. And that's fouled away by Shirei. We had an exciting matchup for our first game of the doubleheader here at Palm Springs Stadium. Let's take a look at the outfield for the Chill. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Shirei strikes out swinging. On the right side of the infield, we have Consolazio at first base, Thompson at second. On the left side, we have Kim and Rybarski at third. Behind the dish is Vanderwall. And out in the outfield, we have Reed in left, A.J. Pollock out in center field, and Pellegrino in right. Take a look at the batting lineup for the Grizzly here shortly. Ethan Baker, the right fielder, steps in, takes downstairs for ball one. Will Mangurian's batting third and is in the on-deck circle, playing first base. In the cleanup spot, Noah Areola playing third base, batting fifth. Rio Koguri playing shortstop. Batting sixth, playing left, Vincent Bird Jr. Ball two to Ethan Baker. Batting seventh in center field, Desmond Gates. And behind the dish, batting eighth, Jackson Murphy. And the designated hitter batting ninth, Sam Frontino.
Yeah, we're getting our second look of the season at Shi Hao Tung, the starting pitcher for the Chill.
Little blooper to Thompson, an easy out for 2 retired in a row for Shi Hao Tung.
Tung went 3 innings out of the pen on opening day, giving up just 1 hit, struck out 5, walked 2. He got the win. Really good finish to that first Chill game, coming in relief of Neil Uscali. We're going to see Tung work primarily off that third base side of the rubber. He's got a good breaking ball that he mixes in, and we're going to see that a lot against the lefties like Will Mangurian up right now.
Lefty on lefty matchup. Mangurian takes outside ball one. We have the clouds above us. A little bit of shade here on the field. We're expecting a storm tomorrow. The forecast shows 95% chance of rain. 1-0 count is blasted foul out of play.
Yeah, Mangurian 1 for 3 to start his CWL career. That was a triple in the first game he played. Did strike out a couple of times as well, but as we mentioned, this is going to be a tough matchup against a southpaw on the mound in Tung.
Tung gets set from the windup, delivers strike 2.
Yeah, that popped out of the mid of Jacob Vanderwall, but a beautiful 12-6 curveball that just dropped so softly onto the bottom portion of that strike zone.
This is Tung's first time playing outside of Taiwan. Southpaw steps off. He's looking to record a 1-2-3 top of the first inning for the Chill. The 1-2. Strike 3, 1-2-3, top of the first. 2 strikeouts recorded by Tung, and we head to the home half of the first inning. We'll be right back from Palm Springs Stadium. Welcome back to beautiful Palm Springs, California. I'm Joey Senna, joined alongside Jacob Kronberg. Let's take a look at the Palm Springs Chill batting lineup. Stepping in, digging in is JT Reed out in left field, batting second, playing short. Hyun-Woo Kim batting third. Behind the dish is Jacob Vanderwall. In the cleanup spot, out in right field, Jeffrey Pellegrino. Batting fifth, playing third is Jake Rybarski. Batting sixth, out in center field is A.J. Pollock. And the 7, 8, and 9 hitters are Cole Thompson at second base, Tyler Cook in the DH spot, and Kevin Consolazio in the first base spot.
And they're going to be facing off against Matthew Millett, making his first start this season in the California Winter League. The 38-year-old left-hander from Redlands, California.
JT Reed skies a ball to Baker in right field, who settles under it for out number 1.
Good start for Millett. 6'2", 190-pound southpaw, as mentioned, out of California. Played his college ball at the University of California, Riverside. He played at Golden West College as well. And has been here a couple of times in the past playing for the Palm Springs Power, not yet in the California Winter League.
Hyun-Woo Kim takes strike 1 up in the zone.
The defense behind Millett looks like this. We'll start with his battery mate, Jackson Murphy. At first, Will Manjurian. Up the middle is Tomoki Shirai, as well as Ryo Kojire.
Finds the gap is Kim, who will have a 1-out single. First base runner of the game.
Manning the hot corner is Noah Areola, and then you work left to right across the outfield with Vincent Bird Jr., Waturo Kumagai, and Ethan Baker. We mentioned you saw the first put out of this half inning.
Number 3 hitter, Jacob Vanderwall, will dig in. Jacob was drafted in the 2022 Frontier League draft. Ball thrown over to first base. JT Reed gets back in time. He was drafted in the 2022 Frontier League draft in the second round by the Tri-City Valley K's. He played 18 games with the Windy City Thunderbolts. And at pickoff, JT Reed heads to second base and beats the throw. JT Reed showing off his wheels on the base path. Pardon me, that was Hyun-Woo Kim on the base paths, stealing second base after the pickoff attempt.
Yeah, just too much speed. He jumped on that. Tried to time the first motion, jumped early. Throw over to first is a little errant, and Kim with just too much speed. But we were talking about Vanderwall at the dish, a guy who does have that professional experience.
Take strike 1 out and away.
That draft, it's just 2 to 3 round draft. The Frontier League guys can select people who came to the workouts and the tryout camps. He didn't make the roster with the Valley Cats initially, but went over to the Western Division, played 18 games with Windy City this year.
Vanderwall puts the ball in play to Mangurian at first base. 1 unassisted. Brings up the cleanup man, the right fielder, Jeffrey Pellegrino, with a runner on third base and 2 outs. Chill looking to scratch 1 away here in the home half of the first inning.
Although with 2 outs, likely going to take a hit to do so. You'd love to see a guy like Millett come in unexpectedly and work a scoreless first.
That ball hit deep into left field. It is staying fair, and rounding the bases is Pellegrino, who will pick up an RBI stand-up double to give the Chill a 1-0 lead early in the first inning.
Beautiful piece of hitting. Went after the first pitch, low and in right in the sweet spot of Pellegrino, and he drove that 350 down the line. He probably hit it about that much, taking it off the base of the wall about 15 feet to the right of that foul line. An easy double, and that's a first inning lead for the Chill.
Bird Jr. out in left field had no chance, just over his head. So 2 outs, a runner on second for Jake Rybarski. Check swings, heads up to the dugout of the Alberta Grizzly. Everyone seems to be okay in the Grizzly dugout. The 0-1 to Jake Rybarski. Swings and a soft grounder to Koguri at short. Delivers to Mangurian at first base. And that will end the inning, but not before the Palm Springs Chill get on the board in the first inning and lead 1-0. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Joey Senna. To my left, Jacob Kronberg. The middle of the lineup due up for the Grizzly, 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Noah Areola, Rio Kogure, and batting sixth, due up third in this inning is Vincent Bird Jr. Strike one to Noah Areola.
Yeah, Xihaotong trying to continue that successful first inning where he faced the minimum. He's got a lead to work with now, so it's an even more important 0 for the Southpaw to try and put up, and it's going to be tough to do so against the heart of a good team's order.
Tung gets sets, delivers outside, ball one. Xihaotong has done a nice job mixing up his pitches early on in this game. Working from the stretch with nobody on. Swing and a miss from Areola, who finds himself behind in the count 1-2. Both these teams coming into today's game 1-1 early on in this 2023 California Winter League season. The 1-2 finds the upper part of the zone, strike three. Noah Areola is retired. Third strikeout already for Xihaotong. And just 4 batters faced.
Only had 3 strikeouts in his 3 innings out of the pen on Thursday. What I really liked about Tung in his first appearance, the lack of hard contact he allows, induces a ton of weak pop-outs, soft ground balls that has allowed him to find success early in this CWL season.
Up and into Rio Kogure. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Consolazio, the first baseman, in on the grass. Rybarski just at the edge of the infield grass as well. Ball is hit into center field. Shallow center field. Kim going back. The shortstop making the catch in shallow center field. 2 quick outs for Xihaotong.
Another out that induced weak contact. Really shallow fly ball and good heads-up play by Kim, realizing how deep the center fielder Pollock is. He didn't really have a chance to get there. The shortstop commanded the field, made the call, and made the play.
Consecutive lefty-on-lefty matchups. The left fielder, Vincent Bird Jr., digs in, swings his bat a couple of times, and is now ready for the pitch. With nobody on and 2 outs, takes ball 1.
Bird, a guy who has some of the most professional experience of anyone coming into this California Winter League season. He was a 30th round pick of the Reds back in 2016 out of Long Beach City College, opted not to go pro, went back to another year at Valdosta State, where he improved his draft stock by 16 rounds. Went in the 14th round to the Tampa Bay Rays and spent 3 years up and down various rookie ball affiliates of Tampa. So definitely a guy that you should be worried about when you're facing him.
A big cut for strike 1 from Bird Jr., who spent some time in the Tampa Bay Rays organization. That ball's out of play. Foul. Yeah, like you said, Bird Jr. has played a lot of baseball here recently. He's finding himself here in the California Winter League to get some more eyes on him. MLB scouts here, as well as Frontier League managers. Bird awaits the 1-2. Just outside the strike zone. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bird, a guy who pitched at points in his affiliated days, has gone back and forth. Primarily going to play that position player role now. You'll see him in left. You'll see him a lot at first base, DHing at points as well.
The 2-2. Bird, a line drive right at Thompson, playing at second base. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tunk, and we'll be right back here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Bottom half of the lineup due up for the Palm Springs Chill. A.J. Pollock, Cale Thompson, and Tyler Cook due up. No relation to the Major League player, A.J. Pollock.
Same name, same position, though, or at least when Big League A.J. Pollock was in his prime.
Pollock hits it right back where it came from to lead the inning off with a single.
Yeah, impressive job by Shirei to even keep that ball relatively close to the infield. Got to it, but smartly kept it in his back pocket. Didn't make it throw, trying to throw out the speedy Pollock.
brings up second baseman Cale Thompson. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Throw over to first base.
Good move. Good deceptive move. The lefty using that slight advantage they have on pickoff attempts, being able to see the guy lifting in that direction. And it's once that knee goes forward, you have to deliver toward the plate.
Showing bunt, but not laying it down, pulling it back for ball one. Throws down to first base, not in time. We'll have to keep an eye on Pollock over there at first base. We have the Chill in white, the Grizzly in green. Both of them wearing white pants. Ball is a blooper into left field. Foul or fair? It is foul. One count. Cale Thompson's from Campbell, California. He spent some time at Corbin University. It was the 2022 National Rawlings Gold Glove at second base. Awaits the 1-1. Pollock running to second. No throw. Pollock has a stolen base.
I mean, great pitch to run on. It's a breaking ball from Millett that misses low out of the zone, forcing Murphy to drop down to a knee and try and make that stop. There's no opportunity to throw out a runner, especially a runner with speed.
He draws the throw. Pollock does. Slides back to second, and then will run to third and make it in time after the overthrow. Pollock showing off his speed on the base path. So Cale Thompson looking for a fly ball out to the outfield to pick up an RBI.
You've got a golden opportunity here if you're the Chill to extend this lead. You're going to have two chances where you can change it out for that run that stands on third and A.J. Pollock.
Thompson, the 2-1. Hits a ball into left center field. Bird Jr. will get under it. And that will be a sacrifice fly for Cale Thompson as A.J. Pollock comes in to score. And the Chill take a 2-0 lead here in the home half of the second inning.
Thompson did his job. Got a pitch on the outer half, floated it out toward left field, and it's going to take a perfect throw from a guy with a good arm to throw out someone like A.J. Pollock at the plate.
That brings up Tyler Cook, the designated hitter for the Chill. He's in the number 8 spot. Nobody on now, and one away. The sun starts to peek out a little bit above us. Ball one, low and away to Tyler Cook. Very calm day here, no wind. Even though the storm is coming in, that ball is fouled straight back.
Yeah, weather is supposed to approach us later in the night and kind of go through tomorrow potentially. We're still optimistic about getting our 3 games in tomorrow. We've got the 9 a.m. game on the turf and then 2 more stadium games per usual at 10 and 12:30.
The 1-1 hits Cook, who will jog to first base. Chill have another runner on for the number 9 hitter, first baseman, Kevin Consolazio. Takes low and inside for ball one.
Consolazio from Westchester County out in New York, a Putnam Valley guy. Played at a couple of junior colleges.
Big hack there for strike one.
Yeah, a couple of junior colleges in that New York area. And finds himself out here playing both corners and trying to get the bat rolling early.
The hitters are finally starting to catch up to the speed of the pitchers here on day 4 of the California Winter League. Consolazio takes strike 2.
It was game 7 if I'm doing my math correctly, on the stadium, the first game we had today, and really the first one where we saw the offenses take advantage of pitching. 7 hits versus 11 in a game that had 13 combined runs. A lot more offense than we've been used to.
Consolazio is retired. He struck out in 4 pitches. Strikes out looking for 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. That flips the lineup over. JT Reed will dig in. Reed's last time up, he flew out to right field. JT Reed, another guy who is very fast, not afraid to take off once he reaches.
And he's a guy who's had a tremendous start to this California Winter League season.
That ball's in the dirt. Tyler Cook takes off. No throw. Cook makes it safely to second base. Man in scoring position with 2 away for Reed.
If you count his at-bat an inning ago, JT Reed is 6 for 9 to start his CWL career. That's a .666 average. He's driven in a couple of runs, scored a couple of runs, and definitely not afraid to move things when on the base paths.
Reed fouls that towards the third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. JT Reed is from Greenfield, Wisconsin. I saw him the first day he flew in, and he said, I can't wait to spend the next month in this nice weather in Palm Springs.
Can't we all? Reed's definitely not wrong there.
The 1-1 in the dirt again. Tyler Cook goes to third base. Cook hit by a pitch, advances to second on a ball in the dirt, and now advances to third on a ball in the dirt. Runner on third for JT Reed in a 2-1 count. 2 outs.
Really got to bear down here if you're Matthew Millett. Go back to that fastball. Down at the knees, it got Consolazio, and he gets Reed to pound it into the ground right around home plate. That's been the bread and butter pitch for Matthew Millett so far. The breaking ball feel hasn't quite been there. Those are the wild pitches we've seen, the balls in the dirt that have hopped away, and establish the fastball, see how far that gets you, and then try and play the breaker off of it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 2 outs. JT Reed hits that into foul territory. Manjurian in foul ground. Catches it, gets underneath it, and that will retire the side, but not before the Chill tack on 1 more run and lead 2-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back from Palm Springs Stadium.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for the Alberta Grizzly as we begin the top of the 3rd here at Palm Springs Stadium. Jacob Kronberg to my right is Joey Senna as we bring you the 1-1 Grizzly versus the 1-1 Palm Springs Chill. 2 scoreless innings so far on the bump for the lefty, Shi Hao Tung, and he starts off Kumagai with a breaking ball that's fluttered out of play for strike 1. It's Waturo Kumagai, Jackson Murphy, and Sam Frontino due up for the Grizzly, who don the dark green tops, white bottoms, and Grizzly written in white script across the chest. Kumagai with a slightly open stance in the lefty box, as Tung works from the stretch. 0-1. Fastball catches the outside corner. Got the call, even with it popping out of the mid of the catcher, Jacob Vanderwall. It's the second appearance of the year for Shi Hao Tung. Went 3 scoreless out of the pen on Thursday. Gets the start today. Ahead 0-2. High leg kick. 0-2 home. Tipped into the mid of Vanderwall. He squeezes on for strike 3. 4th punch out already for Shi Hao Tung, and he gets Kumagai to start the road third.
Shi Hao Tung has had absolutely command over all of his pitches. The breaking ball and the fastball have looked great coming out of his hand, and he's shown a lot of consistency here early on.
Good feel about the breaking ball and the fastball so far for Tung. He now faces the catcher, Jackson Murphy, right-handed hitter who goes after the first pitch and golfs it foul over the first base bleachers for strike 1.
You're the hitter right now. As soon as you step into the box, you need to be ready to swing, because you might only get one good pitch to hit against Tung, who's been in the zone on the mound.
Tung crunches the glove against the front hip, now sets belt high. Third base side of the rubber. The 0-1 home in the dirt. Nice stop by Vanderwall, but the count does even up at 1-1. To Jackson Murphy, the 23-year-old from Lafayette, Louisiana, played his college ball at the University of New Orleans before going over to play for the Huntsman and Storm in the German Baseball League.
Must have been a fun experience for him to go overseas.
Yeah, a lot of these guys love getting chances to play internationally. Germany, Italy, the Australian Baseball League, which is going on right now as well. But nothing quite beats Palm Springs baseball in January. 1-1 misses low. 2 balls and a strike to Jackson. Tung ready to rock and roll. Slow motion. The breaking ball bounced right back to him. Gloves with ease. Jogs toward first, and an underhand toss gets Jackson Murphy for out number 2.
Very nonchalant there by Tung. Just a routine comebacker.
Fielding his position quite calmly is Shi Hao Tung. 2 out, nobody on for Sam Frontino, the Grizzly designated hitter. And the 9-man in the Alberta lineup. First pitch from Tung. Breaking ball misses down and in.
Tung looking to face the minimum through the first time through the lineup for the Grizzly. No one has got on base yet against Tung.
But he falls behind him, and for really the first time we've seen. Strike 1 had been so important for him in that relief outing as well as today, and he's behind Frontino 2-0. You've got Sam Frontino, who was a journeyman in his college days. Began at John A. Logan Junior College in the greater Chicago area as he laces one foul down the left field line.
That's been the hardest hit ball we've seen against Tung all day.
Absolutely.
Just foul.
After his junior college days, he had a quick stint at the University of Pittsburgh. Played on a very good Panthers team, and then for his final years of college, transferred down to North Carolina, Elon University, and finished up as a Phoenix. 2-1 breaking ball misses in the dirt. And it's a 3-ball count, the first we've seen issued by Shi Hao Tung.
Yeah, we'll see what Tung goes to here, behind in the count 3-1, needing a strike, needing to attack the zone right here against the number 9 hitter.
Tung from a belt high set, his 3-1 pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 2, and that pushes the count full. We've got the corner infielders hugging the lines with Frontino at the dish. The outfield plays slightly for Frontino to pull toward left. Wind at a rather standstill. Slight flickering of the flag out in dead center. Tung nods in agreement on his sign. Payoff pitch. Belted down the left field line, drifting over is Reed into foul territory, and he runs out of room. Actually went through the metal gate down there. Thankfully, it was
quite literally
unlocked, so he pushed it open. But a well-struck foul ball keeps the at-bat alive for Sam Frontino.
Tongue left that over the plate just a little bit. He was able to drive that is Frontino, but unable to straighten it out.
Truly the first mistake we've seen out of his hand. He caught a bit of a break on it. Outfield now plays him more to pull. Tongue from the far third base side of the rubber. The next 3-2. Misses just inside. And it's a walk issued to Sam Frontino, the first base runner allowed by Shi-Hao Tung.
What was the main cause of that walk? Was just falling behind in the count. Once he was down 2-0, he was unable to come back and throw the pitches that he wants to throw when he's usually ahead of the count.
And it was a close 3-2 offering as well, just didn't quite get the call. Throw over to first, over the head of Consolazio, and down the right field line it goes. Frontino will go station to station on the overthrow. That's going to go down as an E1 against Shi-Hao Tung.
Yeah, just overthrowing Consolazio at first base. But 2 away here. Tung looking to settle down, attack the guy at the plate.
To the top of the order for the Grizzly with Tomoki Shirei, who has a chance to bring home the first run for the Grizzly. Man in scoring position for the first time this afternoon. Tung gives him a look, now turns and goes home, picking off the inside corner with a fastball for a called strike 1.
Yes, Tung has been relying on the inside portion of the plate. We'll see maybe through the second time if he changes things up.
It's worked so far, still not a hit against him. Goes back to the inner edge, and it's lined down the left field line, but hooks foul. Couple of those testy pitches, though, on the inside. We saw the long foul ball from Frontino. That ball hit on a rope now by Shirei. Shirei struck out swinging to begin the ball game against Tung, and is now behind him once again, 0-2. 2 strides off the line at third is Jake Rybarski. The middle infielders both keeping Frontino close. Tung's 0-2 breaking ball. Lifted out of play. On the right side, we'll clear the trainer's tent, and we'll do it again.
That breaking ball was hung too much over the plate in an 0-2 count. Tung lucky that Shirei didn't get a hold of that one. Maybe we'll see another breaking ball here from Tung, but hopefully he gets it a little bit lower, maybe in the dirt, and try to entice Shirei to take a swing.
Ahead 0-2, you can go for a chase pitch, try and change the eye level. And he does go with a high fastball, taking with ease, it seems, was Tomoki Shirei. So now a ball and 2 strikes to the Grizzly leadoff man. A middle infielder coming all the way from Japan. 1-2 fastball misses in a similar spot, and the count evens up.
This is extending to a long inning for Shi-Hao Tung on the hill. Trying to get out of it right here with the leadoff man, Shirei, at the plate.
A walking leadoff second for Frontino, as Tung and Vanderwall agree on a pitch. 2-2 motion, misses down and in, stopped by Vanderwall. But our second full count of the inning now issued by Shi-Hao Tung. Ethan Baker waits on deck if Shirei can extend the inning. Tung checks the runner at second. Lifts and goes. 3-2. Popped up foul behind home plate up toward the press box area. It'll land right on top of us with that thud you may or may not have heard at home. And another 3-2 pitch upcoming.
In the first game, we had some balls almost come into the press box. I was guarding my face, but
Yeah,
I should have been guarding my computer instead.
Look, that's on all of us. One of us should have made an effort at that first one at least. That one right there probably landing in our lap if we don't have a roof here. Long stare at the runner for Tongue. Tries another payoff pitch. Gets Shirey fishing in the dirt, away from Vanderwall. Scurries after it, and a strong feed to first on the move. Completes the dropped third strikeout. Working around a walk and an error is Shihao Tung. We go to the bottom of the third. Chill leading 2-0 on the CWL YouTube. We'll be right back. Home half of the third at Palm Springs Stadium. The Palm Springs Chill leading the Alberta Grizzly 2-0. And the Chill have 2, 3, 4 due up in their order. Hyunwoo Kim leads off against Matthew Millett and takes a fastball on the inner half for a called strike 1. Kim singled, stole second, and scored on the Pellegrino double back in the opening inning. Millett working out of the windup. A one breaking ball in the dirt for a ball.
We're just starting the season. This is day 4, but Kim is hitting .400 coming into today's game. He raised that average with a hit in the first inning.
Hit 3 for 6 to start his CWL season as he crowds the plate in the righty box. 2 on the count. Millett motions home, and Kim slices it out of play, foul on the right side. Lands near the batting cages and out of play. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. It's Kim, Vanderwall, and Pellegrino due up for the Chill, who've scored 1 in each of the first 2 innings. 2-2 pitch, curveball down and in.
I'm interested to see how Millett attacks these hitters. The heart of the lineup coming up, and it's the second time around, so the guys are getting used to the movement of Millett's fastballs and slider that he has.
Millett out of the full windup, and the 3-2 misses inside, ball 4. A leadoff walk to Hyunwoo Kim, the first walk of the afternoon by Millett. Millett, as we mentioned, a 38-year-old southpaw who's well familiar with Palm Springs Stadium. He's from not too far away in Redlands, California, so at least from this coast compared to most of the guys in this league. And he actually pitched for the Palm Springs Power, the summer collegiate team, back in their inaugural season of 2004. So a long career at that, for Matthew Millett, who throws over to first, watching Kim back into the bag safely.
Millett's going to be thrown until his arm falls off, and rightfully so. Keep playing baseball for as long as you can.
If you've got it, why give it up? First pitch, fastball on the outside corner and called a strike to Jacob Vanderwall. The left-handed hitting catcher out of The Ohio State University, also spent time at Long Beach State and St. Leo University. 0-1 finds the lower portion of the zone for another called strike.
You don't typically see catchers in the 3 spot, so respect there to Jacob Vanderwall, earning that 3 spot in the lineup.
He's a guy who's always hit, a .315 hitter at Long Beach State. One of the better offensive players on his Dirtbags teams there.
He's earned it.
You look at his slash line from his final season. Hit .315, a .423 on base, and a .636 slugging. That was in his grad year at St. Leo. Runner goes. Kim on the move. Breaking ball. Cut on and missed for strike 3. Kim will take second base. And he puts himself into scoring position with 1 away. And Jeffrey Pellegrino coming up, who had the big hit in inning number 1. An RBI double for Pellegrino.
Pickoff attempt not in time. Pellegrino with another RBI opportunity here in the home half of the 3rd inning.
Left on right the matchup. And the first pitch, breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1. We've seen Millett struggle with command a bit, the 1 hit batter and the 1 walk, through 2 1/3 thus far. But it's been more of those extended at-bats or counts. Kim on the move again. Pitch called a strike. Snap throw to third, just a tick late. Kim, another tremendous break as he takes his second base over the last 3 pitches.
A great throw there from Murphy. Delivered a strike to third base for Arriola, but just not in time with the speed from Kim.
Corners will come in for the Grizzly. Arriola and Manjurian in on the grass. Middle infield plays back as Millett spikes another curveball.
The Chills scored a run in the 1st and 2nd inning. It only seems right for them to score a run here in the 3rd. Keep it going.
You'd love to keep the pace if you are the Palm Springs Chill as Pellegrino watches a fastball. Miss up and away for ball 3. Hyunwoo Kim on third as he just displayed plenty of speed. Any fly ball to moderate depth should be enough to get him home. 3-1 pitch. Swung over and missed. That was a good changeup there by Matthew Millett. And he's worked the count full against Pellegrino. Vincent Bird hugging the line down in left field. The center fielder, Kumagai, shaded toward left center. Millett kicks and goes. Slider misses up, ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Matthew Millett. That puts runners on the corners with just 1 away for Jake Rybarski. Rybarski, a ground out victim back in the opening inning.
Rybarski is 2 for 7 so far in this young season of the 2023 California Winter League.
Does have a couple of RBIs already as he spits on a curveball low for ball 1.
Yes, he's looking to pick up another one. The man on third base and less than 2 outs.
For the first time, I'd say in our season, our view of the mountains and canyons has been obscured by some of the clouds coming in. More days than not, it's a crystal clear blue sky.
Usually not a cloud in sight.
Usually we go straight palm trees mountain into the blue. But a few ominous clouds floating in. 1-1 to Rybarski, fisted back to the mound. Willett fields to second for one. Turnover to first, throws high, and Manjurian can't get his foot back down on the bag. Going to be an RBI fielder's choice off the bat of Jake Rybarski. It does extend the lead for the Palm Springs Chill, now leading 3-0 in this home third. Looking for more with A.J. Pollock, who singled, stole a bag, moved to third on an error, and scored just an inning prior. First pitch fastball on the inside corner, called a strike.
Rybarski did a nice job just putting the ball in play. When you put the ball in play, good things can happen. He was able to pick up the RBI there, and his speed kept him out of the double play there. That would have been an inning-ending double play.
Millett ahead in the count, 0-1. He checks Rybarski, kicks in, goes home, missing down and in with the good old Uncle Charlie. Now a ball and a strike to Pollock. Comes from Rybrook, New York. Not too far from his teammate here, Kevin Consolazio, and I would say about a half an hour from where I grew up. So he takes a fastball down and in for ball two. Pollock finished his collegiate career out here on the West Coast at Cal State Fullerton. Shoulder high set in the stretch for Millett. Goes home. Pollock drives it to deep left field. Bird going back. Onto the track. Reaches up. And he makes the catch. Over the shoulder grab. Vincent Bird Jr. to take away extra bases from A.J. Pollock and end the third. The two exchange a salute as we are through three full. Chill 3, Grizzly nothing on the California Winter League YouTube. Two, three, four due up in the order for the Alberta Grizzly, who trail the Palm Springs Chill 3-0. As we enter the top of the fourth, Jacob Kronberg, Joey Senna. Live from Palm Springs Stadium in Southern California. Shi Hao Tung working his fourth inning as the starter for the Chill. And he fires a fastball through the zone for strike one called. Ethan Baker, the leadoff man, popped out to second base back in the opening inning. Tung's 0-1. Misses inside for a ball. Baker from Anaheim, California, not far at all from Palm Springs. Went to Orange Coast College. Did the 26-year-old utility man. Baker will play all over. We see him in right field defensively today. Tongue kicks and goes. Breaking ball rolled over left side. Behind the bag, booted by the third baseman Rybarski, and it trickles into left field. That would have been an error against Rybarski.
That would have been a tough play for Rybarski with the speed of Baker. But yes, that will be an error on the fielding by Rybarski.
It's tough. When that ball is hugging near the bag, you don't know if it's going to hit it, miss to the side of it, kick over it. And sometimes you can get a little jittery trying to field it. It's the second error against the Chill. And the leadoff man, Baker, aboard for Will Manjurian.
Rybarski had no choice but to charge that ball.
Left on left the matchup. Tongue checks the runner, now goes home and spins a curveball in for strike one.
That's a hard pitch. Lefty on lefty. That curveball just looks like it's going to hit you and then breaks right into the strike zone.
Manjurian, who played sparingly in the Pioneer League a season ago after time at Tulane University and Troy University, as he watches two curveballs bend in. And it's behind 0-2.
I wonder if he's going to start sitting on this curveball or if Tongue will mix things up, maybe with the high fastball way ahead of the count, 0-2.
We've seen a high percentage of curves from Shihao Tongue. Short leadoff first for Baker. Tongue looks that way. Letter high set now goes home, and the fastball yanked foul down the right field line.
Manjurian able to catch up to that speed and foul it off to live to see another day. Grizzly looking to get something going, trailing 3-0. Already we find ourselves in the fourth inning.
Both teams 1-1. They've each had a single day off in the first 4 days of this California Winter League season. And they're going to get Shihao Tongue on a balk. Puts his hands on his hips and looks quizzically toward home plate on the call. As the illegal move grants Ethan Baker an extra base.
He made a move towards home plate before he went over to first base, so Tongue gets charged with a balk, and the runner advances.
Man in scoring position now for Manjurian. Infield plays him to pull. Short lead for Baker. Tongue looks at him. The 0-2 delivery. Curveball waved at and missed for strike three.
Manjurian had no chance of hitting that ball. A great throw from Tongue. Exactly what he wanted in that count.
Now one out with a man in scoring position for Noah Areola.
Tongue has 6 strikeouts through 3+ innings.
He's carving up the Grizzly lineup right now. First pitch to Areola, floated towards center field. Sprinting in Pollock on the move, dives forward and makes the catch.
A.J. Pollock.
Superman dive for the center fielder. Getting some props from the rest of his defense, taking away a hit from Areola.
Great play there from Pollock, who had to go a long ways, made the diving attempt, and came away with it.
Not going to see many better plays than that.
That saved a run for sure.
Baker still on second, 2 down in the top of the fourth. Rio Kogure digs in. Left-handed hitter popped up to the shortstop in shallow center. His first time through the order. Tongue checks the runner. Letter high set, now goes home. Just missing with the curveball. Pollock, the center fielder, shades toward right with the lefty up. 1-0 in the dirt, ball 2.
If you're in the Palm Springs area, Monday is Locals Day. Coachella Valley residents get in for just $5. To check promotions, go to CaliforniaWinterLeague.com.
2-0 breaking ball. Drops it at the knees for a called strike. And that deuce continues to be the bread and butter for Shihao Tung, who's hoping to get through 4 scoreless here. His team in front 3-0. Tung working from the belt. Tight leg kick. The 2-1 fastball. Runs away, ball 3.
Tung has yet to give up a hit in this game. A couple of guys have reached base via air and walk.
His defense has committed 2 errors behind him, or I should really say 1. One of them was an overthrow and a pickoff by him. 3-1 fastball. Picks off the outer edge. And the count back to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baker, the runner, on second.
Kogre made a move towards first base like he was ready to take the walk, but digs back in there for the full count.
2 shakes, now a nod from Tung to Vanderwall. Off the third base side of the rubber, his payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Second walk issued by Shihao Tung. Puts 2 men aboard and brings the tying run to the plate in the form of Vincent Bird Jr.
Not the worst thing ever there for Tung. First base was open. There's 2 outs. So go and attack the hitter, Vincent Bird Jr., who made an outstanding play in the last inning. Over-the-shoulder grab, running the entire time out in left field, and came away with a great catch.
Outfield plays very deep as Bird hit one on the screws to the second baseman, Thompson, his last time up. And Bird goes after the first pitch, bouncing it foul into the Grizzly bullpen. Baker and Kojire both run well. If Bird can find a gap, there is a football field worth of room between the left fielder Reed and the center fielder Pollock. Both with tremendous speed. They can cover a lot of ground, but there's a lot of room. Hard hit ground ball down the first base line off the glove of Consolazio and into right field. Around third, digging for home Baker. He's in standing up. Going first to third on the play is Kogure. The Grizzly will get on the scoreboard after the error on first by Kevin Consolazio.
Tough bounce out there for Consolazio. That would have ended the inning if Consolazio was able to field that ball cleanly. Unable to do so. Tough infield. The dirt is really hard out there throughout the summer in this desert.
See if the Grizzly can take advantage of the defensive miscues. First pitch swinging. Kumagai bounces it out to second. Quick option on the toss to a covering shortstop. Completes the inning. Grizzly do get on the board. They score 1 run and now trail 3-1 through 3.5 on the CWL YouTube. 3-1, the Chill lead the Grizzly. As we begin the home fourth at Palm Springs Stadium, to my right, Joey Senna. I'm Jacob Kronberg. And Matthew Millett begins his battle with Cale Thompson with a fastball on the outside edge, called a ball. 1-0 to Thompson, popped up left side. The shortstop, Kogure, out into foul territory, covering a ton of ground, and he makes the catch.
Kogure had to go a long ways for that ball into foul territory. Great job tracking it down the entire way for the first out of the inning.
It actually looks like I think Anthony Pamilia checked in and made that catch. So we get a defensive replacement, Pamilia in for Kogure. A nice play nonetheless. 1 up, 1 down. Tyler Cook stands in and takes a fastball low and away. (1-0), fouled back and out of play for strike one. One breaking ball in the dirt. And it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Cook. The 2-1 pitch misses as well. And Millett behind in the count, 3 balls and a strike to Cook, who was hit by a pitch and eventually stranded at third, back in the second. And he'll earn a free trip on base once again, working a 5-pitch walk. Looks like Vincent Bird Jr. defensively has also moved to first. First pitch swinging Kevin Consolazio, and he laces it into left field for a base hit. Ball tossed in quickly. And we'll get a quick meeting on the mound. James Frisbee going out to talk to Millett.
The order flips over for the Palm Springs Chill. Back to the top of the lineup. JT Reed will be batting next. He has another RBI opportunity with runners on first and second with 1 away. Looking at the scoreboard, the Chill have 4 hits on 3 runs, 0 hits for the Grizzly. They were able to take advantage of the error. They have 1 run.
Yeah, he said 3-1 the score. Chill trying to get that run back. Inside move, throw to second in the dirt.
That last ball hit by Consolazio was 93 miles an hour off the bat. A shot into left field.
First pitch bounced to third. Over to second for 1. Around the horn to first. Not in time. Snap throw to third, and they backpicked the runner. Tyler Cook caught sleeping, turning around the bag. And a 5-4-3-1, I think, double play ends the inning. 3-1, Chill in front. We go to the 5th. A 5-4-3-1 double play ends the bottom of the fourth, and we begin the top of the fifth with the Chill leading the Grizzly 3-1. First pitch from Shi Hao Tung misses up to Jackson Murphy. 4-1.
Well, Jacob, I think it's safe to say I've never put that double play on my score sheet before today.
Yeah, that one will get you sometimes as the fastball misses in to Murphy for ball 2. It was a platoon swap rather defensively for the Alberta Grizzly. We do have a change defensively here for the Chill as well. Aaron Cook in for Kevin Consolazio at first. 2-0 bounce down to third. Tough play off the end of the glove on the stick and a dive by Rybarski. Around first, digging for second is Murphy. The bobble in left makes it a no contest. Going to be a leadoff double for Jackson Murphy. Trying to continue that momentum for Alberta.
We'll see if we can get an exit velo on that. Hard ball right at Rybarski at third base. That's why they call it the hot corner.
Sam Frontino, the hitter, the designated hitter for the Grizzly, with a man in scoring position and nobody out. Tung checks Murphy. High leg kick goes home and misses in the dirt with a fastball for ball 1. Tung kicks and goes, spinning the curveball in for a called strike.
Jackson Murphy at second base. He just got the first hit of the day for the Grizzly. Second time through the lineup.
Ball in the dirt, taking off for third and making it safely is Murphy.
Thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Championship Sunday is what I like to call it.
I call it a great day for baseball at the California Winter League. 7-6 contest in game 1. We got a 3-1 matchup here. Tung's 2-1 in the dirt, gets away from Vanderwall, sprinting home Murphy, and across the plate, standing up to make things a 1-run game. 3-2 all of a sudden. And the Grizzly have pushed across 2 runs on just 1 hit. Tung hangs the left arm looking in for the sign, agrees upon it with Vanderwall. Bell ties set, the 3-1 pitch. Check swing, poked foul on the right side.
The Grizzlies have done a nice job so far in this game, taking advantage of the mistakes from the Palm Springs Chill. The Palm Springs Chill have 3 errors so far in 4+ innings.
Payoff pitch from Tung, curveball, misses beneath the zone, ball 4. First 2 men have reached this inning against Shi Hao Tung, and that'll bring James Frisbee out of the pen. We've got guys loosening up down both foul lines in the team's bullpens.
Another tight game here, like you mentioned. Earlier, we had a fantastic game, 6-5. It came down to the very last batter with the bases loaded, down a run.
Tung is going to remain in the contest. It's Fuyuan Chang warming up out of Taiwan down the left field line.
The Rush beat the Jacks in game 1.
First pitch fastball on the inside corner and called a strike to Jose Martinez. Martinez came in defensively in the last half inning for Tomoki Shirei. Tung checks the runner, throws over in the dirt. Nice stop by Cook.
Cook doing the splits on that to stop that ball. Excellent job. Saved the base on that.
We're going to get a meeting on the mound now. Bobby Brown out to check on Shihao Tung. After a second balk was called there.
The umpire out there explaining exactly why it was called.
He's kind of showing the line for that 45-degree angle mark.
Yep.
To make sure Tung knows where he cannot establish moving toward first or first home plate.
Language barrier out there, but Tung talking over with the umpire, and he's understanding out there, knowing exactly what he can and can't do. He'll flip the ball up to himself and get right back in it, ready to go. Tung has only given up 1 hit. He's had an outstanding outing thus far.
Yeah, the defense behind him hasn't helped him out all that much. 3 errors for the Chill. A 1 changeup waved at and missed by Martinez.
Yeah, when you give up 3 errors, you usually don't have the lead in the game.
Tung's 0-2 pitch. Curveball. Just misses down and in. Good pitch by Shihao Tung.
Tung's 6 strikeouts have helped work around those errors.
1-2 pitch lifted back into the netting behind home plate. And another 1-2 upcoming between Tung and Martinez. Left on right the matchup. Tung checks the runner, now goes home. And Martinez spoils another good breaking ball.
Yeah, that was Tung's put-away pitch, but a great job from Martinez to get a piece of it. Martinez not going away easy.
Pitch number 76 of the day for Tung. It's a fastball that misses up. Evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ferrantino on second base as the tying run with nobody out in the home fifth. Rather, road fifth. Tung's 2-2, misses up and away. And will this potentially be the last batter for Shihao Tung with Chang warming up down the left field line?
This is a big at-bat in this game. Tying run on second base.
1 run in already, 1 run in each of the last 2 innings for the Grizzly. Payoff pitch. Curveball hangs upstairs, ball 4. Second consecutive walk issued by Shihao Tung. And it puts 2 men aboard for Jake Hall, who's going to pinch hit for Ethan Baker And I believe we may get a move to the pen. Bobby Brown looks that way. He's just going to pull them in for now. First pitch to Hall. Fastball above the belt, ball 1.
Tongue looking for a double play right here. Middle infielders in double play depth. Up the middle.
Tongue goes again. This time finds the zone with a fluttering curveball. Called strike 1.
Yeah, if Tongue can get some soft contact here, that'll gain his confidence back. He's thrown the ball well.
Tongue wheels and deals, finding the upper crust of the zone with a heater for a called strike 2.
When you're averaging more than 1 strikeout per frame, you're throwing the ball well and showing consistency.
He's lost a little bit of that command
Exactly.
in this 5th inning. Runner on the move. Breaking ball in the dirt. Gets away from Vanderwall. Turning third. Digging for home. A play at the plate. Overthrown and diving in safely is Frontino. Using his legs to come up with the tying run in the top of the 5th. It's going to be a stolen base, and he reaches home on the wild pitch. Going first to third behind Frontino is Jose Martinez.
We got a new ball game here in the top of the 5th inning. Tied 3-3.
2-2 the count.
Still nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
2-2 pitch misses. It's a full count now to Jake Hall. Payoff pitch home. Misses down and in, ball 4, make it 3 straight walks. And that is going to be the end of the line for Shi-Hao Tung, whose first 4 innings of work painted a beautiful picture. This 5th inning, the wheels came off a little bit. 3-3 the score. Go-ahead run for the Grizzly on third as we get our first pitching change of the contest. Tied up. More baseball after this on the CWL YouTube. New pitcher into the game for the Palm Springs Chill is Fu Yuan Chang, the 6-foot righty from Taiwan. He gets a swing and miss on the first pitch to Andre White. White came in defensively in left field last inning when Vincent Bird took over for Will Manjurian at first. "3-3, the score between the Grizzly and the Chill. Good one on our hands at Palm Springs Stadium as Chang misses in the dirt. 4-1.
Great stop there from Vanderwall, who just saved a run, getting in front of that. Sliding his body over, stopping that ball from going to the backstop.
Shi Hao Tung on the hook for the 2 men on base. Once this inning comes to an end, we'll give you a final line score on Tung, who was really good for the first 4 innings, lost that command here in the 5th. As Chang misses outside with the breaking ball, 2-1 to White. "2-1, swung on and missed, gets away from Vanderwall, scurrying home to score is Martinez, and the Grizzly have their first lead of the afternoon. Moving up to second base is Hall as well on the wild pitch. White from Charlotte, North Carolina, played his college ball at North Carolina Central University. Right on left the matchup. Chang checks the runner, kicks and goes, and the slider swung on and missed for strike 3.
That slider had so much depth to it. The movement on that ball was tremendous. Going from right to left. And just dying out of the strike zone right there.
That's the first out of the inning as we get a pinch hitter for Noah Areola. Desmond Gates comes in to bat, the left-handed hitting infielder. Gates out of Los Angeles, California. And he takes a slider on the inner half for strike 1 called. Gates, a Gold Glove Award winner his sophomore season at West LA College. And then when he went on to Sonoma State, became an on-base machine. Finished second in the conference in on-base percentage. Inside move from Chang, but no throw to second. He watches Hall back into the bag. "4-3, the Grizzly lead the Chill. Chang, a shoulder-high set, goes home, slider inside, gets away from Vanderwall. And the passed ball will allow Hall to move to third.
Trying to limit the damage here. Already 3 runs have come across for the Grizzly in this inning.
Infield comes in. The Chill trying to limit the damage, having allowed 3 to cross the plate already. The Grizzly with 4 runs on 1 hit. Chang staggered stance on the mound, 1-1. Changeup misses low and out. 2 balls and a strike now to Desmond Gates. Rybarski, Kim, Thompson, and Cook. All 4 infielders left to right are in. 2-1, big cut and a miss from Gates.
Gates wanted that one just over it on that 2-1 count, trying to drive a ball out to the outfield.
Chang would really like a strikeout here. Keep that runner put at third with 2 out, allow the infield to back up. Flags at a standstill in center. Chang checks the runner. His 2-2. Fisted foul into the netting behind home.
Chang looking for a strikeout here. But Desmond Gates has other thoughts, trying to pick up an RBI, trying to get an insurance run and add on to this big 5th inning for the Grizzly.
Yeah, the Grizz trying to add to the crooked number. The next 2-2, yanked foul. Good at bat here in his first AB of the game for Desmond Gates. He replaced Noah Areola, who had struck out and flied out so far. We're still just the one hit. That was a double by Jackson Murphy, which began this inning. He came around to score on 2 wild pitches. We then saw 3 straight walks before Cheng came in to strike out White. Fourth 2-2 pitch, chopped into the ground at home plate. And Gates putting up a good battle.
Next pitch will be pitch number 8 in this at-bat. Great job from Desmond Gates, battling off all these pitches to stay alive. Trying to slap one through the gap as the infield is in, like Jacob mentioned.
Chang trying to find that put-away pitch. Arms extended in the set. 2-2. Flared to shallow center field. Tracking it is Pollock. Makes the catch coming forward. Tagging. Sprinting in from third and scoring without a throw is Jake Hall. As the Grizzly tack on another and now lead 5-3.
Just an outstanding job from Desmond Gates, fouling off all those pitches, an 8-pitch at-bat, and on the last pitch, doing his job well, getting a ball out to the outfield to earn himself an RBI sacrifice fly.
Bases empty, 2 down. It's the first at-bat for Anthony Pamilia. Entered defensively for Cordure last inning. He takes a fastball on the inner half, strike 1 called. We do have a right-hander up in the Grizzly pen. Oh, 1 slider rolled over left side, foul. Play was made behind the bag by Rybarski, but it won't matter. Looks like it could be Wyatt Beto down the line for Alberta. Braden Bonner and Ubaldo Romo, the other pitchers, were available out of the pen. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, gets away from Vanderwall. He pounces on it, sets his feet in an outside route throw to first. Gets Pamilia to end the inning, but not before the Grizzly wake up. A 4 spot in the 5th puts Alberta in front of Palm Springs 5-3 as we go to the home half of the inning on the CWL YouTube. Home half of the fifth at Palm Springs Stadium, where the Alberta Grizzly have just taken a 5-3 lead over the Palm Springs Chill. Jacob Kronberg, Joey Senna on the CWL YouTube, and we've got a change on the mound for Alberta. Braden Bonner, the 6'4 right-hander from Murray, Utah, checks in, and he misses low with a fastball to Hyunwoo Kim. Kim singled and walked to scored a couple of runs. Good day for him at the dish. As Bonner works, tall stance righty side of the mound, rather first base side, and he misses away with another fastball. Bonner, who started his collegiate career at Utah Tech, then moved on to Dixie State. Spent time out of their pen and even a little bit of time as the closer. 2-1 fastball in at the knees for a called strike.
Bonner maybe looking for a 3-inning save here.
Potentially. I mean,
Coming out of the
Romo
pen.
is up in the pen as well. So if you can get a couple of guys that are then available again tomorrow, might work as well in favor of manager Jared Lemieux. 2-1 to Kim. Good curveball. Drops in. Late break on the pitch. Started at the hip and landed it on the inner half of the zone to Kim, and he knew it. Right on right the matchup. Glove tucked under the front shoulder. Now a belt tie set for Bonner. Looks home. Takes a breath on the mound, and the 2-2. Grounded down to first. Bird kicks it off the heel, and it bounces right to the first base bag. He picks it up, steps on first. That's a 3 unassisted in your scorebook at home.
Wonderful job by Bird, just knocking the ball down, keeping it in front of him, and as soon as he's able to control it, just stepping on the bag right in front of him.
1 up, 1 down for Braden Bonner on the bump, and he now faces the catcher Jacob Vanderwall. Vanderwall 0 for 2 today, a ground out and a strikeout. Both against Matthew Millett.
Bonner's fastball right now, about 88 miles an hour.
First pitch fastball, misses outside to Vanderwall. Right on left the matchup. Bonner ready to go. Is 1-0. Fastball clips the knees, called a strike. Braden Bonner working at a much slower pace than we saw from the starter Matthew Millett, who went 4 innings, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits.
Doing an excellent job of attacking the strike zone right out of the pen.
1-1 home. Check swing, dribbler back to the mound. Bonner off to his left to field. Sets his feet and a strike to first. Gets Vanderwall by about 2 steps. 4 out number 2.
That was very smooth looking from Braden Bonner, fielding his position well. He took his time, not rushed anything, and delivered a strike to first base for the second out of the inning.
He's got a chance at a 1-2-3 inning out of the pen now. Usually it's not so easy for some of the bigger guys to make plays off the mound and field their position, and Bonner at 6'4", 200 pounds made that look relatively easy.
And routine.
First pitch fastball misses above the zone to Jeffrey Pellegrino. Pellegrino yet to be retired this afternoon. An RBI double in the first, a walk in the third. As Bonner works from the stretch. The 1-0 offering. Catches the zone, called a strike. Get a little bit of a cut fastball there.
The wind picking up a little bit in the outfield from left to right.
Yeah, and the clouds continue to pour in. Good slider. Waved at and missed for strike 2.
We have the American flag out there, as well as the Canada flag. Fridays are Canada Day here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Yeah, we've got 5 teams in our Canadian division.
Yep.
And then 4 in the American division this year.
And a bunch of players scattered all the way around Canada.
1-2 popped up left side of the infield. Bonner off the mound, sprinting in the third baseman in Kumagai, and he makes the catch to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame out of the pen and a shutdown frame at that for Braden Bonner. We go to the 6th, the Grizzly 5, the Chill 3 on the CWL YouTube. Six, seven, eight due up for the Alberta Grizzly in the top of the 6th. They lead the Palm Springs Chill 5-3. Jacob Grumberg, Joey Senna bringing you California Winter League Baseball on a Sunday afternoon in Palm Springs, California. First pitch fastball from Fuyuan Chang misses low and out to Vincent Bird Jr. Bird has lined out and reached on an error, but his play of the game was defensively out in left field, taking away extra bases from Pollock. He bounces one back up the middle, well behind the bag. There's the shortstop, Kim, who makes the play, and the throw to first not in time. An infield hit for Vincent Bird Jr. Things have been clicking the last couple of innings for Alberta. Snap throw to first, and Bird barely a foot off the bag.
Bird was surprised that throw was over because he was so close to the bag.
He was like, I'm not even looking at running yet. Fastball in the dirt. To Turo Kumagai, and it's a good stop by Vanderwall, who's been busy back there this afternoon.
Yeah, Bird's a big guy, 6'7", 270 pounds. He's staying close to first base.
1-0, pulled down to first. Nice stop by Cook. He'll take the easy route and step on first base for the force out. And moving up to second, and now in scoring position, is Vincent Bird Jr.
Great play there. Getting his white jersey dirty. Sliding to make the play. Another runner in scoring position for the Grizzly.
And a chance for Jackson Murphy to drive him in. He takes a first pitch breaking ball in the zone for strike one. Murphy, the catcher, grounded out back in the third, doubled, and scored on a couple of wild pitches in the fifth. 0-1, popped up right side. Sprinting in the right fielder in Pellegrino. And he makes the catch, tagging, going from second to third is Vincent Bird Jr. So a productive out for Murphy. First pitch to Sam Frontino in there for a called strike one. 2 plate appearances today for Sam. He's yet to register an at-bat. Walked both times. Came around to score last inning. A 1 misses down and out. Bird off of third as the Grizzly look for insurance in the top of the sixth. Leading 5-3. Chang a letter high set, and he hits Frontino square in the back, so make it 3 plate appearances, still no at-bats for Sam Frontino.
Frontino was looking for an RBI there, and unfortunately gets hit by a pitch. 3 plate appearances, but like you said, he has yet to register an at-bat.
It places runners on the corners for the leadoff man, Jose Martinez, who takes a fastball off the plate away for ball 1. This begins the 4th trip through the order for the Alberta Grizzly, looking for their 2nd win of the year. 1-0, slow roller left side, charging Rybarski, picks and throws a strike to first, getting Martinez to end the inning. Fu Yuan Chang works around a single and a hit batter, pitching a scoreless 6th. We go to the bottom half of the frame with the Grizzly up 5-3 on the CWL YouTube. Jake Rybarski leads off the home half of the 6th for the Palm Springs Chill. They trail the Grizzly 5-3. The Chill had scored a run in each of the first 3 frames, but scoreless the last 2 as Rybarski floats the first pitch into shallow center field. Sprinting in, Gates loses the hat and makes the catch on the run for out number 1.
The pitcher loves that. 1 pitch, 1 out. Rybarski is retired.
Brings up A.J. Pollock, who has been singled back in the second, was robbed of extra bases in the third, and then did some damage of his own defensively, robbing a man of extra bases in the middle innings. Right on right the matchup. Bonner works home and finds the knees for strike 1 called.
Bonner's been attacking the strike zone every pitch since he came in from the bullpen. A great outing for him thus far. Still some stirring in the Grizzly bullpen.
The 0-1, foul tipped into the mitt of Murphy for strike 2. Romo getting loose in the Grizzly pen. Has served as that late inning closer early on for Jared Lemieux's crew. Bonner ahead in the count, 0-2. Glove pressed on the front shoulder, now sets belt high. Third base side of the rubber. Left foot slightly more toward third than the right. 0-2. Lined into center field, down for a base hit. Gates charges and plays it on a hop. Big turnaround first for Pollock, puts on the brakes, and scampers back to the bag after his 1-out single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Sending the ball into center field with that line drive. His timing was great. Right on that fastball from Bonner.
Yeah, Pollock's had himself a day. Couple of hits, great defensive play. That was 90 miles an hour off the bat of A.J. Pollock. Putting a man on with 1 out for Cale Thompson. Drove in a run back in the second on a sacrifice fly. And he tips the first pitch fastball back into the netting for strike 1.
We'll have to keep an eye on Pollock at first base. He's not afraid to steal a base. His run at this point does not matter. It's the run at the plate that matters, the tying run.
Pollock runs. Slider in there. Throw from the knees of Murphy. Not in time. An acrobatic tag from Pamilia, but Pollock slid right between the wickets.
Pamilia did an outstanding job of jumping over the runner, but able to control the ball. Pollock had a great jump there.
Yeah, Murphy goes out to meet on the mound briefly with his battery mate, Braden Bonner. Pollock now in scoring position with Thompson, but it's Thompson behind in the count, 0-2. Short lead for Pollock as Pamilia plays in his back pocket, toying with him, kicking some dirt around. And the 0-2 fastball runs up and away, ball 1.
Overcast weather, the wind picking up a little bit. Some of the fans here at the stadium are wrapped in blankets and sweaters and scarves.
Bonner with the belt tie set, tries again with the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got Thompson flailing on an outside fastball for the second out of the inning. Winds up to 8 miles an hour, blowing in toward first base. In what's been a rather shade-covered field now. 2 outs, Pollock on second for Tyler Cook, who has been hit by a pitch and walked. First pitch slider drops in over the outside corner for a strike.
That ball started outside the strike zone and found itself in the strike zone. Nice movement on that slider from Bonner.
0-1 the count. Pollock dancing off second. Bonner watches him back. Now goes home. And he hits Cook on the front shoulder. Second time Tyler Cook has been hit today, but he has been on base all 3 times. They will bring up Aaron Cook. But first, Jared Lemieux is going to go out and talk to Bonner.
Tyler Cook on first base represents the tying run here in the home half of the 6th inning.
If Aaron Cook can put something in a gap here, you got a chance to tie things up if you're the Chill. In a game in which they've out-hit the Grizzly 5-2, they trail 5-3.
And they went out in front and were ahead 3-0 until that 4th inning when the Grizzly were able to tack on 1 run, and then the Grizzly took the lead back in the 5th inning with that crooked number.
Pollock takes off for third as Cook trickles one to the left side. Charging, Kumaji. Throw to first, and he gets him. An acrobatic play by the third baseman, Kumagai. Strands a couple of runners and puts up a scoreless 6th for Braden Bonner. We're going to the 7th. Grizzly in front 5-3 on the CWL YouTube. Top of the last, the Grizzly lead the Chill 1-0, and the first pitch, breaking ball, hits Jake Hall on the hip. So new pitcher into the game for Palm Springs. Cale Thompson is going to throw. Breaking ball in the dirt. One-0 misses to Andre White.
if the weather permits, we hope you can join us tomorrow. Our stadium doubleheader includes the North Stars at Power and the Blue Sox at the Chill.
2-0 misses as well, so Thompson on the mound, 4 pitches, hasn't found the zone yet. 3-0 fastball finds the inside corner for a called strike. Right on left the matchup between Thompson and White, who struck out in his lone at-bat. Hall on the move, and White finds the empty space on the left side. Hall around second, digging for third. He's in safely as the throw goes into second base. And a great start to the inning for the Grizzly as they try to tack on some insurance in the last. Good old-fashioned hit and run brought the shortstop Kim over, vacated that shortstop hole, and White just hit a ground ball there.
He couldn't have drawn that up any better.
Runners on the corners, nobody out for Desmond Gates, who takes a fastball at the knees for strike one called. Cameron Bass has entered defensively at second base as Thompson moved to the mound. Aaron Cook moved from first to catcher, and Nick Knoll replaces Vanderwall in the lineup, moving to first. Fair ball down the first base line. Knoll goes the long way to second, gets the force, the return to first not in time as Hall comes in to score.
Good thinking there from Nick Knoll at first base, getting the force out at second, just unable to dig out the throw.
So an insurance run for Alberta. They lead 6-3. Gates now on first with great speed, and Anthony Pamilia at the plate for his second time. First pitch fastball runs up and in, ball one.
Yeah, if you're the Chill, just giving up so many free passes like they have with hitting batters, walking guys.
Gates on the move, breaking ball low. Cook's throw to second on a hop but late, and Desmond Gates steals second base.
Walking guys and committing errors. They have 3 errors. They've really shot themselves in the foot in this game that allowed the Grizzly to hang around and ultimately take the lead.
2-1 fastball finds the inner edge. Two and 1 the count in this right-on-right matchup between Cale Thompson and Anthony Pamilia. Bouncer to the left side. Rybarski waits on it. Strong throw to first. Gets the runner. Exchange throw to third, not in time. As Desmond Gates moves 90 feet closer to home. And Gates on third, 2 outs. Vincent Bird Jr. the batter. Singled his last time up. He's also lined out and reached on an error. Has hit the ball to the pull side 3 times. First pitch breaking ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Cook. One-0 fastball misses upstairs. 2-0 the count to Bird. 6-3, the Grizzly leading the Chill. In a game that was once 3-0 in favor of Palm Springs, Alberta has come back to score 6 straight. As Bird takes a big hack and fouls it back. 1 run in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, and 1 so far in the 7th for the boys in green. Ubaldo Romo throwing in the Grizzly pen. Expect him to get the 7th as Thompson's fastball runs up and away, ball 3. 3-1 lace to left field. Going back, reaching up, and it's over the head of Reed and bouncing toward the wall. Walking in to score is Gates, and standing on second with an RBI double is Vincent Bird. Make it 7-3 in favor of the Grizzly.
Vincent Bird has had a tremendous day all the way around on defense and in the batter's box. Remember, he made that great play out in left field, and then later in the game moved over to first base and made a couple of good plays there.
Yeah, and you just saw the pure power there. The strength of Vincent Bird Jr., an opposite field line drive, 93 miles an hour off the bat.
And Reed had no chance in left field, just over his head.
Ball hit straight at him over his head, toughest play to make. As Waturo Kumagai fouls the first pitch away toward the trainer's tent on the first base side for strike one. Oh, 1 bends into the zone for a called strike two. Thompson trying to put an end to this seventh inning where the Grizzly have plated two. Slide step home, and the fastball spiked in the dirt. Ball one.
That was 93 miles an hour off the bat from Bird. All the way to the fence, or the warning track in left field.
Bird creeps off second. Thompson's 1-2. Dribbled down the first base line, and it bounces foul. Thompson tries another 1-2 pitch, popped up. Shallow center field. Out goes Kim, in comes Pollock. It's Kim who makes the call and the catch to end the seventh. The Grizzly tack on two more. Thanks to an RBI single by Vincent Bird Jr., it's Alberta 7, Palm Springs 3. We go to the home last after this on the CWL YouTube. The top of the order due up for the Palm Springs Chill as we begin the home last. Chill trailing 7-3. And if they want to mount a comeback, they'll have to do it against the new pitcher for Alberta, Ubaldo Romo. Reed squaring to bunt, and he bunts it foul.
Romo taking over for Bonner here in the home half of the 7th inning.
Romo from Castaville, California, played at Cal State Monterey Bay. Ahead of Reed, 0-1. Romo with the staggered stance on the first base side of the rubber. 0-1. Grounder to the right side. Bird has it. Tosses to a covering Romo, who barely beats the speedy Reed down first base. Reed thought he had it, but Romo quickly off the mound got there in time.
Close play over there at first base. He's signaling to us. That was a single. Out in the distance, the mountains look majestic with the clouds and the shadows hanging on about half the mountain, the other half of the mountain underneath the sun.
That is kind of crazy. I've been out here for, I guess, almost 3 weeks now, Drew, and I haven't seen it like that yet.
Absolutely beautiful. The backdrop is all black from the shadows and the sun hitting the front of the mountain.
First pitch slider misses to Hyunwoo Kim.
And more palm trees than we can count out in front of us, out in the field.
I'd like to say we could count. Would we want to count that many? Maybe not.
Out in the distance towards those mountains?
I mean, we know how to count. We'd get to a certain number. It would just take a long time.
All right, I'll give you that one, Jacob.
2 balls, no strikes to Kim, who singled in the first, walked in the third, grounded out in the 5th. 2-0 fastball in at the knees, called a strike.
Romo looking to make quick work here in the bottom of the 7th. Working from the stretch with nobody on.
Romo with a letter high set, his 2-1. Line down the right field line and down for a base hit. Moving toward the line is Hall. He fires it in quickly, but into second. Sliding is Hyunwoo Kim. Second base hit of the game, third time aboard for Kim. And a good start to the inning for the Chill.
Kim has had a great game as well as Bird on the other side for the Grizzly. Kim has been doing it offensively and defensively over there in the hole on left side, the shortstop position. The Chill looking to make a comeback here in the last inning, the bottom of the 7th.
Cameron Bass batting in Jacob Vanderwall's spot. And he bounces one back to the mound, gloved by Romo. He'll take the sure out at first and get Bass for out number 2. Chill down to their final life. It's Jeffrey Pellegrino, who has doubled and walked today. Kim off of third. His run doesn't mean all that much right now as Pellegrino takes a curveball inside for ball 1. Well, no, bounced up the middle. Past the outreach glove of Romo and into center field for a base hit. Kim comes in to score, making it 7-4. And Pellegrino aboard with his second RBI hit of the afternoon.
Nice job from Pellegrino there. It's a little daunting with 2 outs, down 4 runs. Now down 3 runs. But you see to pass the baton if you're the batter at the plate right now.
3-run game. Pellegrino on first, not being held on. He runs. Fastball, low and away, gets away. And he gets stuck under the back of the fence. One base either way, and in at second is Pellegrino. So an RBI opportunity for Jake Rybarski. A 1-0 fastball in the dirt for ball 2.
Rybarski already has an RBI in this game. Hit an RBI in a fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning. Could have been a double play ball, but Rybarski showing off his speed made it to first safely.
2-0, driven out toward right center field. Going back is Hall into the gap, and he runs it down. And that's the ball game. A comeback victory for the Alberta Grizzly as they take it over the Palm Springs Chill 7-4, and the Grizz improve to 2-1 on the season. 7 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Grizzly. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors for the Chill, who dropped to 1-2. And that puts an end to day 4 of the CWL season. We'll be back at it tomorrow with 3 games. Seems rain or shine. We've got the turf field at 9, the stadium games at 10 and 12:30, as per always. For my broadcast partner, Joey Senna, I'm Jacob Kronberg, signing off. This has been the California